Hey there, I hope you're having an amazing day or had an amazing day. It's nighttime here, and it's starting to get a little quiet, so I thought I would do some videos. It's been a while. I've been off grid, focusing internally, pulling all my energy, all my resources, all of my abilities, everything back into me, instead of putting information and knowledge and things out to the public because you are the source. You are the source of your life. You are the creator of your life, whether you are conscious or unconscious. You are creating in every moment. Now, are there entities out there that are interfering, that are causing havoc, that are disrupting? Yes. Yeah, they are. There's a lot of them. And they will stop at nothing, especially if you are a powerful being like myself who wants to create massive change, that someone who wants to live a different life, live a happy, more unified, loving life. There are entities out there that don't want that for me. They think that I should be in a box, that I should confine, I should conform, I should be just like them and do everything just like them, be a robot. That's what they want for me and for you. And I'm not that. I'll never be that. Never was that. Unfortunately, I got entangled in a spells and all kinds of crazy shit that kept me locked into that illusion and that lies for thousands of years for my greater self. But then my human self in this reality got bound into that as well, also known as the matrix, also known as your subconscious. But we're breaking free from that. I am breaking free, 100% free. And I'm going to be that person that proves that this is an illusion and lead the way for others. And one of the things that is going to be key to be working on going forward is going back into the womb, going back into the little you that is in a pod. It's almost like it is definitely like the Matrix, where you're in that little pod, you're in your dream state, you're dreaming up your life, your energy, it's your energy form, your greater or higher. It's not even a higher self, it's really a greater self. Because you need to encompass all parts of you, not just one aspect of you. But that's me going off on a tangent as usual. But you are in a pod and you're dreaming your dream. And most people are on autopilot. They're just moving through their day, going through the emotions and doing what they were been programmed to believe, doing what they've been conditioned to believe, doing what these energies, these entities have instilled in you to do. And you're like a robot. It is no wonder they're pushing for robots. Because when you go back into this pod, which is what I'm doing, and releasing myself from this illusion, from this matrix, I am literally ripping all of the stuff out and clearing out my subconscious to zero, to nothing. It doesn't exist because it doesn't. It's not real. And I'll explain that in a second. But the deeper I go into this aspect, this is like meditation. When you're in meditation, the goal is to not move anything, not even blink, barely breathing, because you are hitting such a low vibrational point. It's even below theta. And it's almost death. If you get to the death realm, because you really never die, you just go deep and you remember that you're spirit. You remember that you're formless. But people are uncomfortable, is that a word? They're uncomfortable going down into those lower realms because it is the darker realm. It's the emotional realm. It is lower vibration, and it feels like your energy is falling, which it is. but not in a bad way. The problem is the closer you get to that dream you, that imagination point, that part of you, the more these entities ramp up their attacks, because they do not want you to remember that you are imagining this dream. They do not want you to exist in the physical reality in that dream state, because then you have control of it, and they do not. But that's exactly what you have to do. And this is why the fight, flight, or freeze, the fear mechanism, was entered into the human race years ago, thousands of years ago. Was it a defense mechanism? Sort of. But in the beginning, when all of this was created, when there was Adam and Eve, and it was pure bliss, it was pure heaven, and everything worked in unison, it all worked together, it all flowed. It was all loving. There was no fear. It was totally faith-based. The trees, the animals, the people, the beings, everything loved each other. There was no fighting. There was no fear. There was no lack. None of that shit existed. But the fear mechanism was entered into the system, and then that's what we have today. And then that fear system was used as a locking mechanism to lock humanity into fear. And that's why people don't go down into those lower emotions, and plus you're not taught to even deal with your emotions on purpose. You're taught to think, and you're taught to do. You're not taught how to feel. Feeling is you get made fun of for having emotions. I mean, things are starting to get better now, but for forever, at least here in the US, emotions were looked down upon. Men don't cry. Men don't have emotions. Men lock those away. Women are the emotional ones, and they're crazy. Like, we have put so many stigmas and labels on people, it's disgusting. But the truth is every single being has emotions. You have lower vibrational emotions like depression and sadness and anger and frustration, and you have higher vibrational emotions like joy, bliss, and happiness. You have to encompass both aspects of yourself. You must go into the lower chakras. You must go into the root. You must go back into the mother. I've been talking about this for years on my channel. How we have to honor the mother, love the mother. We have to go back into the mother and heal the mother. Those mother wounds. When you were a baby in the womb, the first things you're bringing into your awareness are the emotions of your mother. How is she feeling at that time? What is she going through? The baby's feeling, because it's dark. There's nothing there. Baby's not seeing. Baby's not smelling because it's soaking up amniotic fluid. It's not tasting because it's again amniotic fluid. It's not seeing. It's the emotions is the first thing that you, as a being, when you were created here, that's the first thing that you are introduced to. Yet it's completely taken out of our society or put down. Why? So that you become an emotionless, easy to control being, and so that you become a robot, which is why they're pushing so hard for robots, which is just, it's insanity. It's insanity because you are made up of emotions. And you need to go down into those parts of you, and you need to try to go back into that dream state. You need to try to go back into that point of view in the womb and understand what you were going through or your mother was going through. Understand what it is you were inputting into your system. Because your dream state, that little baby in that womb, which is your greater self, that's your power. That's your God state. That's what they don't want you to understand, which is why it is not in any teachings. That's why they don't teach emotions in school. That's why they don't talk about emotions when you're doing business. It's just business. No, it's not. It's people doing business who have emotions at their root. The foundation of who you are is emotions. Yet we run from them at every moment. But the great thing is for me and for you is as I go deeper into this and this understanding and break free from it, I'm going to teach it. And I'm excited. I've already started teaching with some people and they're already seeing miraculous things happen in their reality because they're breaking free from the matrix. The matrix is a web around you that encompasses who you are. It's your energetic web that has your programming, your conditioning, your thoughts, your beliefs that are all connected with emotion. And trauma points, which is the fight, flight, or freeze. And if those trauma points are not dealt with, they create blockages within your energy field so you are stopped. You can't move here. You can't have that. You can't do this. You can't go there. There are deeper levels than that, like laws that you've abided by and you've agreed to as well. But I want to keep it simple for this video because it really is all about coming into terms with your emotions. And I'm talking about all of the emotions. That includes the darker ones. Dark is not bad. We really need to get away from this light-dark contrast because that is not accurate at all. It is okay to be depressed at times. It is okay to feel sorrow or sorry, or to feel sadness. It is okay to feel love. It is okay to feel these things. Because without them, you're a robot. You're a fucking robot. I don't want to work with robots. I don't want to be an emotional robot. If I wanted to be an emotional robot, I wouldn't be a human. And I love my experiences, but all sides of the spectrum. The point is that it's time to go deep into meditation. It's time to really, you got to sit up. You cannot move. You've got to go down into those deeper levels of you and get back into that pod where your little creator, your little dreamer is. And you've got to start joining with him or her. It's going to be a bumpy road. It's going to be tough because, again, there are entities, just like there are people out here that want to harm you. There are people out here that want to harm you. Let's be honest. There are literally people out there that seek to harm others, right? Okay. It's the same thing in the energy realm. There are entities all over the place that want to stop you from breaking free from the matrix. Because once you break free from the matrix, you have healed all of these trauma points that others have put on you. And when you find a trauma point, I want to be very clear. When you find a trauma point and you're healing that, if someone has attacked you, that is their energy. You need to give that back to them. Otherwise, you are not balancing the energy. You can't just forgive something and let it go. It comes right back, especially in attack energy. Because to them, they see that as a pass. Oh, they're going to forgive me, so I'm just going to do it again. Except this time I'm just going to do it a little different so that it doesn't look like the same attack, but it's an attack. You can't do that. You'll never defeat these energies. They will consistently come after you. You must give the energy back to them that they gave to you, that they dumped on you, that they projected onto you, and you must take back what's yours. It's called taking back your power. And once you start healing all these data points on your web, they fall away. The web is gone. There is no web. It's empty space. There is no subconscious. It's a lie. It's a lie created by an individual or an entity that wants to keep you trapped in the matrix so that it can control you. Same fucking shit I've been talking about forever. But I came here to talk about it, to expose it, to put the truth out there, not just through this channel, because I'm not the only one, and I couldn't be the only one, because it would have never happened. That's why my greater self made sure that the truth went to many, and that many awaken. Otherwise, we'll never get out of this. We'll never get out, but we are. And the way out is once you come up to these energies and you find them, you find these trauma points within your matrix, and you'll be faced with the fight, flight, or freeze mechanism, because that's what they want. That's what a narcissist wants. Either wants you to fight it and give your energy. It wants you to run so that it can chase you and attack you more, or freeze so that it can just sit there and siphon from you. You got to do the opposite. Instead of fighting, I flow. I'm at peace. I don't need to fight you. I'll go around you. You're nothing. Second one, run. I don't run from anything. I stand in my power. You cannot hurt me. I am 10 toes down and I am rooted. And I'll flow right around you. Freeze, I totally unfreeze myself and continue to flow and move. That's how you have to deal with these energies. You have to change the outcome of the trauma if you're going to be successful. If you want guidance, if you need some help, if you are interested in going to this point, this creation point, back into the womb, back into the pod, I'm happy to help. I can easily now go back there and see it, and have helped many so far. I'm willing and wanting to help even more as I progress on this mission of mine to help humanity raise its consciousness, but raise its awareness, take back its power, realize the God within self, stop giving it away to others that aren't worthy. Just let me know, send me a message. I'm happy to help. Have a great day.